Thanks for tuning in to Haitian Rude Gal World. Welcome to my channel, it's Ninja Bay. Miami born, but the roots don't play. Haitian blood run deep in my veins. Zoo for real, me know how to explain.
Laugh at that statement when she makes it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, he didn't even want to buy you lunch. And I buy everybody lunch, okay? Like,
Uh-huh.
so-
She had to come up with a story about her card, Western Union,
something
or
like that.
something.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, y'all see how I treat people when they come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was none of that. So, um,
Ocean,
but
you
again, it's
messy.
just sour grapes.
Ocean said, did she smell like cigarettes?
Um, I wouldn't say I was even close enough to her to be able to say what she smelled like or anything like that. Like, when we was outside, obviously didn't smell anything or nothing like that. But even when we was in indoors, wasn't close enough to where I could like sniff or smell, and or the smell wasn't loud enough if it was to be something to where I remembered it or nothing like that. So
Ocean says she said you begged to eat
yeah,
her
yeah,
out.
no, I saw that, and I'm just like, uh, hell no, like big old hell no. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's one thing to flip flop and kind of be on the hate train when you were one of my biggest supporters supposedly just a little while ago, but it's a whole nother thing to completely lie, a complete lie. Like, no type of energy like that was given at all. So I guess at some point you gotta like make things be a little bit more than what they were, because just the same old stuff doesn't really hit the same way no more. So there has to be this increasing amount of tea or stuff that you can speculate on or talk about, but that's just completely ridiculous.
The Castle Scribe is definitely scribing. Okay, that's Ocean. Hey, shout out to Ocean. Ocean gonna get the answers.
The fact that she even made it up is just, weird.
It's literally 1000% not true in any way. There's no way that she could have misinterpreted anything or anything like that. There was no attraction whatsoever.
Maybe she
Okay.
wanted you to do that. That's probably what it was.
I
She
was about
wanted
to
parties.
say it might just be projection if that's the case.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell y'all, and again, I'll tell you when it's this or that or the third, but it is nothing, absolutely nothing there. So, just a whole lot, a whole lot.
Did you
And,
take her to your place and get her drunk like she claimed?
I mean, I drink all the time. I drink, smoke, whatever. So if I don't remember exactly, like, if we drank, I know for sure that we smoked, but I don't even remember we had a drink. I mean, I'm sure, I usually offer people a drink or whatever, but it's not like, oh, we was lit, we got drunk or nothing like that. Heck no. Heck no. Like, listen. I was being nice. See, this is what happens when you be nice to people. This is what happens when you be
Wait,
nice to people. It's
did
like,
she offer you any services? The chat got so many
no,
questions.
no, 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 no. None of that. None of that. None of that. There was not even that type of energy in the atmosphere. I think we may have been talking about at the time. I think Sunny was the topic of discussion or something like that. But it definitely was nothing like anything, any type of anything like that. Mm-mm.
Did she want
Nope,
to
nope,
spend
nope.
the night?
She would not have been able to, even if that was the case. Like, nope, 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 nope.
Y'all
And
are
did I
too
get
much.
yes, yes. Okay, so now Abs is asking good questions. Did I get unsolicited booty pics? Yes. Yes.
What? Wait
Yes.
a
Wait
minute.
a minute. Uh-oh. Hold up. For real,
Yes.
Hit
Vegas?
the damn like
Yes.
button.
Oh, that's what
Okay.
she been.
Now
Oh.
not like naked, but like trying to show me that how
I
she
got.
looked or whatever.
Yeah. She did that same
Hmm.
thing to Mr. Jackson.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
wait a minute.
But then she'll go around talking about how much she like women. Bitch, you like anything that moves.
Raquel said, I thought I heard you say you saw every inch. I never said that. I never said
She
anything
said
like
that.
that.
She said that, Rack. You
She
got it
said that
mixed
you
up. She's
touched
the
her
one who said
legs.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I heard you saw. Yeah, she said it right. It's just she worded it different. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what she was
Mhm.
saying. I thought I heard you saw every inch of her body. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what she
Okay.
said, I think.
That's
Yeah.
crazy work. That's crazy work, man. Like that's wild. So essentially, I got a ticket last year. I went to court for it twice. It was a hands-free ticket. Cop pulled me over for holding my phone or whatever. Um, went to court for it twice. The second time, first time they rescheduled the date. Second time, I went in front of the judge. He was like, "Hey, we'll just erase the ticket if you show me your hands-free device." And then, boom, he was like, "Just we'll book another court date. Show it, you're good to go." Well, I guess that's the court date that I missed. And so when you miss the court date, they put out what's called an FTA warrant, failure to appear. So the long and short of it is that I had this FTA warrant, I guess, since January 5th. Now, if you remember, I totaled my vehicle like, I don't know, what was it, like maybe January around the 20th or so, sometime in between the 15th and the 20th, something like that. So this is after the FTA warrant, right? But we're talking about two different police departments. The people who pulled me over this time was Georgia State Patrol, aka GSP, aka them gangsters that you'll never want to mess with. Literally, I believe the toughest state police force in the country. Okay. So they don't play around versus Atlanta PD, which that's who came to the accident scene when I got into the accident. And he was completely cool. I don't even know if he took my license, but obviously he ain't really looked that up. If he did, he didn't care. He wasn't tripping. And even if he would have, he probably would have been like, "Hey man, just let you know you got FTA warrant. Now, I could arrest you. I'm gonna let you go. And you know what I'm saying, you go take care of the FTA warrant. I got gray hairs and stuff. I look responsible. I'll be like, okay, cool, I got you. Say less. I'm gonna go take care of that tomorrow. I've done that before with police officers where they might be like, "Hey, you got to suspend the license." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." They're like, "Yeah, I could take you into jail. I could tow the car." But then they don't because they say I'm just a regular normal dude who ain't giving them no problems, nothing like that. And they're like, "All right, look, just take care of it." And then I take care of it the next day and we'll find them, like, because it's happened twice. We'll find them and bring them a 6-pack of beers. Okay, so I make sure that they look out for me, I'll look out for them or whatever. But this lady, man, she was like on go from the moment she was pulling me over. Like you'd have thought she was pulling over the biggest drug lord in Atlanta for a freaking failure to signal lane change.
Well,
And then
some of
like,
the female ones are anyway. They can be
man,
like,
they're the worst. The female cops are the worst because they're constantly trying to prove, trying to get past their femininity and kind of how the guys are or whatever. So it's like the Napoleon complex, right? With short guys. So that's kind of what's going on. And so she's just like the worst. And then so she looks it up and she sees that the warrant is there. So she's like, "All right, turn the car off, step outside for me." So at that point, I know I'm getting arrested. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, everything's cool. I didn't like make a big fuss about it or nothing like that. But, eventually, she kind of like eased off the gas because I wasn't, being an asshole. I wasn't giving her no attitude. I was very cooperative and everything else. So she eased off the gas and started talking. And she was like, "Hey, do you need to, call basically anybody so that you don't have to tow the car or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me call my brother." So I did that or whatever. And in between the time when I was waiting for his fiance to get up there, she was just talking to me and stuff. And that's when she found out that I do YouTube and all this other stuff. So I don't think that it was her that did it or anything like that. But yeah, that's kind of how the whole situation went down. Is just, and by the way, this is literally, we're talking about 10 or 15 minutes after I left the hospital from Polo and Feisty. And
Okay.
and something told me, because I was like, this is a good video and I don't have to edit it. So something told me to go ahead and, do the light edit and get it render the video so it's a full video. So I did that. I produced the video while I was sitting there in the parking lot. And once it was produced, I uploaded it to YouTube, and it was really good service where I was at. So it uploaded fast enough. So by the time I was getting on the highway, the video was uploaded and everything, but it was on private. I upload everything on private. And so she even allowed me, once we got to the jail, to upload the video, publish it and make the thumbnail. So she got cool at the end once she seen like, oh, people knew me and stuff like that. But the very fact of how she approached, and then like the lame decision to take me in, how she approached, and then like the lame decision to take me in. And then let me tell you something, I could be an asshole because at the end of the car ride, your phone, yeah. At the end of the car ride, because she's on the phone the whole time in her ear, and sometimes I think she's talking to me, but she's talking to this person on the phone. Well, at the end of the car ride, she goes, she turns, I guess she turns her body cam off, and she goes, yeah, hubby likes to listen in on all the police calls and the scanner and all this stuff. I'm like, that is totally illegal. Like you're being such an asshole and a stickler to me about bullshit, which this FTA warrant is bullshit. It's like, all right, just go to court. You know what I'm saying? Failure to signal the lane change, bullshit. Okay, so you're being such a stickler on me because she could have, like I say, let me go. She could have gave me a ticket and let me go. You're being such a stickler, but you're sitting here admitting to me that you got your husband on the phone while people's HIPAA information or PII is being discussed. The different things are being discussed. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
So basically, she was treating you like trash until she found out you were somebody. Now she want to treat you nice.
Right. And be all nice and cool and stuff. And it's like, man, that's you tripping. Like, you're absolutely tripping because, like I say, if I wanted to be an asshole, I could, write a letter to the Georgia State Patrol and be like, hey, this is a citizen, concern that, this lady's citizen husband is on the phone while people's PII is being discussed and all type of other potentially sensitive information, and give them the name and this and that and the third, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was a whole mess yesterday.
Yeah, Glassy said, what type of foreplay is that? I don't know, Glassy.
Yeah, they sitting there on the phone with the hubby and doing all that and got the nerve to, be all a rule by the rules. I don't want to risk my job and blah, blah, blah. Shut up, lady. You're just being dumb. You just, they get their little points for arresting people.
You know what, Mark?
Understand, people are still trying to trend with my name and things like that because without my name, they have no relevance on the app. There's been this push by ZX lately to, I guess, get LGI to go over there to VS Icon's page to lie on me. You know what I mean? Now, the lady was just calling me with that same video. She was over there calling me all kind of pedophiles, okay? And some kind of way I had some disgruntled family member that found her on the internet some kind of way and said that I was all kind of weirdos and all kinds of shit like that. So, like, what I have discovered by 99% of the people in these spaces is that they are completely crazy, all right? So if you go there and preach and teach to those people that's over there and that lady's chat, you know what I'm saying, that are supporting gang stalking, all that weird ass shit, you know what I'm saying, stalking Lemon and doing all this goofy ass shit to Lemon and all that. Not that he doesn't deserve it, because he sold me out and said that that's his God, that's his OG, that's his personal Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. All right, so she saved his ass, okay? She definitely showed him that she has superpowers and shit like that, but not the kind that he thought he was going to get. All right? So, you know what I mean? I'm out of it. But I find it curious that niggas saying that Octavious is not this and not that. Like, and ZX, I just want to say to you, I don't give a fuck. There's nobody on here, on this app, that can get me out of body. Where he's going, oh, I'm going to put your social security out. Okay, fine, do that. You know what I mean? And why are you going to do that? Oh, because you went over there, went wild, panic, and your anxiety attack, and you start calling me a pack of pedophiles and allegedly put my address up and shit like that and put it out. And then I wasn't moved in my spirit. I went over here crying and shit and being a broken ass, bitch ass nigga. You ain't gonna never see that fucking shit, bitch ass niggas. None of y'all. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let you know that aspect of what you think. I'm not gonna be no crying bitch. I ain't looking for no mommy. I ain't looking for no OG. I ain't looking for nobody to save me, nigga. I'm my own crazy ass nigga by my goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sector by myself. If I want to be wicked, I'll go in there and strike every fucking page in the B sector, and them bitches will be gone within a month. Okay? If I was a wicked ass nigga, if I want to show flex what real power is on this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? On this motherfucker, like y'all don't even know what power is. And that's just the least I could do. All right? So if that were to occur and motherfuckers want to put lies on me publicly, fine. I won't be really moved in my spirit. I don't get mad about nothing. But don't get it where I get in my feelings. You might not wake up to nobody having no fucking channels around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Indiscriminately. And I bet I keep all three of mine. All right? So I think y'all need to kind of like adjust yourself. And if you want to go over there and you want to go and tell fairy tale stories about me and shit to motherfuckers that's already programmed, cult member ass niggas that's already programmed to hate me without a cause and shit. I mean, be my guest. I don't give a fuck. What is that going to do to me? What's it going to do to me? What's it going to do to Kiki? Let y'all, you just saying that shit. Kiki got no job. She out here, you know, she ain't got no job. She ain't got no car. She homeless. She's been evicted and all this shit. Okay, fine. You can go out there and tell those lies. You can go out there and tell them lies that I'm a weirdo if you want to, right? You go out there and defame me on other people's channels that I don't already like, that already defame me by law if you want to. And I'm going to be a nasty motherfucker, and I bet you that motherfucker be served. Okay? I bet you that motherfucker be served. Now, play with it if you want. I'm not fucking with y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't have to ever speak the name of ZX or LGI or Claudiva forever. And I'll still be getting thousands of views. I ain't got to speak the name of the beef sector forever, and I'll still be getting thousands of views. The black sector forever, and I'll still be getting thousands of views. And I'm uncheckable, bitch. I'm the emperor of all sectors. All, A-L-L, all. I any form of talent, nigga. I am Tay West when it comes to this shit. I can go to any space and become him overnight. I'm sorry that you niggas got to kiss up. I'm sorry that you niggas got to be good little boys and good little girls for like the 5 major bloggers that's in the beef sector. And what y'all niggas don't understand over there, there's only maybe like 3 or 4 bloggers active right now that owns all of your subscribers. So everybody's over there struggling to be relevant and all that shit. That's why your numbers fluctuate all the fucking time. That's why when that lady went live on Top of Lemon, what the fuck happened? He was left with 43 people. He pushed back his live and shit because she was scheduled a live and shit like that. Who the fuck want to live like that? Who the fuck want to be a content creator like that? So me go ahead and tell them goddamn weird ass bitches they don't have their own fucking mind and tell them more lies about me. And you know, at the end of the day, them white people that y'all say y'all hate to be in my chat, or the Trump supporters, y'all don't even know who be in my chat. But those Trump supporters that be in my chat, those 600 people that be in my chat from the internet, that's what I want. I don't want random cult member, piss poor ass people, the motherfuckers that'll go to get mad in their feelings and shit and go out and like, put your goddamn address on the fucking, I'm gonna put your address. You like, nigga, you'll be the 100th motherfucker to do that. That's why I wouldn't even fucking move. You'll be the 100th motherfucking hating ass bitch to go over there and tell lies on me and go in and say I'm all kind of weirdos and shit like that. But as long as my criminal record with the white man that y'all say y'all hate. Now y'all black supremacists all of a sudden, but the white man that you say y'all hate, and then white folks downtown say Octavious is a good standing. I could be a federal employee tomorrow. I can pass a security clearance tomorrow. I ain't got shit. And it proves that, hey, me being over there dealing with the white people, I ain't no racist. Y'all can be racist all y'all want. Y'all can be hateful all y'all want. Y'all don't even stand up. Y'all say, even in the beef section, oh, the LGBT space, but y'all some self-hating homosexuals, the most of y'all. Y'all play into all the stereotypes. You got niggas out here talking pedophilic online, talking about, and they got people that's associated with the beef section that got arrested for dealing with underage boys on Grindr and shit. For niggas up here on their own page, voices of young men saying, stop touching our booty. Stop touching on us. And there's wet booties and shit like that around. All right? So if you think I give a fuck about them niggas and the lies that you gonna tell to the preacher, you gonna go to hell and preach there with the Satan standing next to you. Don't think I give a fuck, because bitch, you in hell already, bitch. You put out my social security number, fine, do that. You do whatever the hell you want to do. Get off my fucking dick. And if I want to speak on the past tense of how the fuck you thought you was going to violate me with anybody on my panel that have a question to ask, bitch, I'm going to do what the fuck I'm going to do. You ain't finna hush me for a fuck thing. Because you know you took that shit down because you was a lying-ass motherfucker when you did what you did. Now I'm not gonna keep you dead ass niggas, you graveyard ass niggas alive. Okay? Now I understand Audio made a post and he said he disappointed me. Okay, fine. Take my moderator stick, go. I'm not gonna argue with you, brother. Period. I remove your moderator stick, fine, go. I ain't gonna jump in no shit between you and me and all that shit. I don't need that little petty ass shit for no fucking shit. I don't need it for shit. But I find it very curious that niggas, when they get to a certain point, oh, you know, this lady over here have a problem with me because I bodied the motherfucker multiple times. I bodied Treasure Lane. I bodied that lady, you know what I'm saying, multiple times on here. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker need help. Motherfucker recruiting niggas and shit like that. And so I just, okay, fine. I seen this shit happen multiple fucking times.
Thanks for tuning in to Haitian Rude Gal World. Welcome to me channel, it's Ninja Bay. Miami born, but the roots don't play. Haitian blood run deep in my veins. Zoo for real, me know have to explain. Thanks for tuning in to Haitian Rude Gal World. Welcome to me channel, it's Ninja Bay.